So I did tell everyone, but I'm sure you've forgotten it by now because life gets crazy, that the first calendar quarter of the year, our second quarter, is the craziest at the WRA. The reality is every team member is exceeding capacity. Every team member is trying to do everything. When you add up session, hill climb, competition, trade show, board meeting, retro enrollment, all that work that occurs between January and March, every member of the team, you can see it's a little more gray hair by come March than they were at the beginning of January. And so we're almost through it. It's been our biggest challenge. The team has worked really well together as leaders and having each other's back and ebb and flowing workflow. So beginning when it was hill climb, they ebbed over to say how they could help hill climb. And then during competition, we saw lots of people step forward to help out the competition. And now we're going to start moving towards the trade show. And so we're all in this together. The team has functioned like that, and I'm proud of it. But I think they're all looking forward to April 1st and relaxing a little bit. I think one of the biggest successes of session of this first quarter has been that we're going to pull off all three events, and hopefully with great success. So hill climb exceeded all goals. Competition just finished yesterday from the time we did this video, but it appears that we'll have met most of its goals. And while the trade show is struggling a little bit, the team is rallying around it very well. And so pull off three big events in one quarter, I think we're going to all feel great about that. Probably the biggest challenge of this quarter is the minimum wage. And I'm sure Bruce has talked about it a little bit, but the reality is been encompassing for Bruce and I to try to knock all this out, get it done, move it forward, and try to put our industry in the best PR position it can, best operational position we can, best political position we can, and actually pass something within all that as well. And so by the board meeting, we're going to know exactly where we are. Well, maybe 2 days from now, from the time we shot, we might know exactly where we are. But that time is coming forward. Labor has filed their initiative, as we predicted they would. It is $13.50 over 4 without any exceptions, and does apply statewide without any ability for us to do anything offsetting in local territories. So that is out there. They've got $10 million raised for it, and they've already spent $500,000 on it. And that is the ship we're trying to catch up to. That being said, with 10 days left in session, we still have 3 active different negotiations, quiet negotiations going on. We are almost the last bill of the Senate, which tells you that it's a really serious issue. The governor and other people are actively trying to help us come to a compromise. So those are all good signs. Wish us luck, and when we get to the board meeting, you'll know exactly where we are. The next big thing coming up this quarter is we have signed our contract with Details to do event management. That's that great firm that's been working with the WLA for a long time and doing their convention. We have contracted with them to do 4 events in the upcoming year and actually see if we can move event management out of the in-house where we don't have the experience to deal with it and get professionals who've got a track record of doing great work and having them do it for us. So our initial contract is to do the golf tournament and the State of the Industry coming up. Also, we're laying it out so they can do the event side of things like hill climb and competition and some of these other things, and allow the team members who don't specialize in events to specialize what they specialize in. So we've signed the contract. The application and the operations of that contract will start taking place probably in April. And then I'm going to get out on the road and do road shows. And so you saw a little bit about it in my checkout, but we do my first road show up in the Northwest area and trying to meet with a lot of restaurateurs, a lot of media folks, a lot of hoteliers, and other leaders within their communities and start building up the industry brand community by community. And so the first one up is in Northwest, where they're going to pause, analyze how we did, and then start teeing up a next one and see if I can get around the state in the upcoming year. Looking forward to doing it. As far as goals, we've met our retention numbers, which is our top goal for the overall organization, and feeling really good about it in spite of all the challenges facing the industry. So proud of the team. Thank you to as leaders for leading us to a position where we can be exceeding our goals. So thank you very much for that, and I look forward to seeing you at the board meeting.